It's going to be an interesting election. Voters in Southwest Florida and across the nation have a very important decision to make.
The Night Beat's Maddie Herron joins us live in the newsroom. Maddie, you spoke with voters. Is the guilty verdict changing the minds of Trump supporters?
Well, Amanda, for many of the voters, there are mixed opinions. But for people I talked to, they say that they're relieved that he was convicted. Others we've heard from are outraged. Many of the people I spoke to, I was telling them the news for the very first time.
These two were driving in downtown Fort Myers. Shock filled their faces as I told them the news.
He's just convicted. He's found guilty on all 34 counts.
Voters we spoke to in downtown Fort Myers told us what they make of the former president's guilty verdict.
Definitely deserved. Definitely deserved. It's a relief that it finally happened, but I hope that we can actually get something from this.
He's one of those guys that always has a lot of pressure on him because, like, the news, social media, everything that you look at, they're constantly looking at him.
I suggest everybody read as much as they can and read the opposition from whatever they are. If you're a liberal, read a right side and just educate yourself as much as possible and do what you feel is best.
We also heard from listeners on 92.5 Fox News Radio with Trey Radel, who were absolutely against the verdict.
I am just so outraged. This is just a barn burner. This is a country divider. This is just unjust. Saddest day in America.
But some were less quick to denounce the verdict and went for a middle ground.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know? I mean, he may not be totally guilty of everything that they've come up with, but he's guilty of something maybe just like Biden. You know, and I think that we could do better in America.
I also asked voters what they think this could mean for the future of Trump's campaign. Some of them think that he'll never bounce back from this, but others think this could rally a new wave of support. For most people I talked with, they're just waiting to see what happens next. In the newsroom, Maddie Herron, back to you.
I'm Maddie, thanks. And our local and state lawmakers have also had a lot to say about this historic verdict tonight.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis was quick to make a post on X saying, in part, this is all in an effort to get Donald Trump. He says the legal process has been bent to the political will of the actors involved. A leftist prosecutor, a partisan judge, and a jury reflective of one of the most liberal enclaves in America.
Congressman Byron Donalds chimed in saying that what happened in New York is a disaster verdict. He says that the judge and prosecution are crooked and Donald Trump is innocent. He wants Americans to see this verdict as a political prosecution, and he wants voters to remember in November.
Congressman Greg Steube posted saying this is a disgrace to our judicial system and constitutional protections of equal justice for all. He says this is nothing but election interference, and President Trump will get justice on appeal.
Meantime, the Lee County Democratic Party applauds the decision, saying that the American judicial system has proven its resilience despite threats, obstruction, and delaying tactics.
And the current president, Joe Biden, was very short, saying there's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box.
Well, former President Trump posted on Truth Social that he plans to hold a press conference tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Trump Tower Atrium. Wink News will keep following this historic moment and how it impacts the election.